I think he needs to pass. Oh, I just carried her.
Yo, officer. Alright, let's go.
Yo, officer, I'm not committing a crime, man.
I'm trying to register I'm trying to get a gun license.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, officer, how do you get a car to impound, officer?
Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's go.
Shit.
You like my suit, broski?
It's looking good.
Yeah.
Here, I'll step away. I'll step away.
I'll put you on a skateboard. So you Thank you.
All right, come here, come here, come here. Come here. You don't want to be unhandcuffed or what?
Alrighty, man. I got you, your lawyer. I'm gonna take you
Do
to.
you have a report started up?
Yeah, I do.
What's the report number?
Alright, Holiday.
What's up? Trooper. Fresh class trooper.
There we go. All right.
What? No, fuck no. Major.
That looks like
Alrighty. Here you go. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
This
It's gonna be
motherfucker knows who I am, too.
29272.
297
29272.
29272. Okay. What charges?
Jay, don't act like...
Just reckless driving.
Okay.
Wait, you're not gonna get him for the fucking attempted murders of him ramming through a crowd of people?
That's not
Nah.
attempted murder. That's vehicle manslaughter. If
Nice
he
try
was to be
proving
charged
that,
with it.
buddy. That's what I said in the beginning. Not even
What do you
attempted
think I'm
murder.
not
But
putting
here's
it
the
down?
thing, do they even have that as a fucking charge?
Why do you even say it in the
Manslaughter?
first place?
Yeah.
Oh, they do!
Oh, they do?
Hell yeah. Fucking, they finally added that shit.
Reckless
Okay, then I'm charging
driving.
them with that too.
Let me just.
You
take
can't
note of
add
this.
additional charges off the fact.
You didn't say guilty or not guilty. You asked for a lawyer.
Yeah, but you can't just add an additional charge during the fucking, like, that's just not how shit works, you fucking retard.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no, did I
So-
say a bad word? Am I getting banned now?
No, I don't actually give a
Penal
fuck.
code 900A reckless driving, and then now you're
They
adding
have that.
manslaughter to
I
it.
just wanna
Vehicular manslaughter, yeah.
The only reason they have that is because people go live eyes and I get some fucking booted off of that shit. People say that.
I have body. Every time people know this, when I'm on scene, there's a body cam. So yeah, you can't fucking touch me. That's why I'm a fucking liar, broski. All right. Penal code 900A reckless driving. Penal code 1007 vehicular manslaughter. Is that it?
I'm not gonna talk to my lawyer.
Yep.
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm asking them.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell.
I'll talk to you in a second.
29272. All right.
This guy.
Let's get him into an interrogation room.
Also, what the fuck? Acting
go.
like you don't know who I am? You worked in the SASP with me.
Come on, bro.
I don't know people's voices, bruv. I don't know your face either. I just know a Mark McNally. I don't know how you look like. And secondly, that uniform looks like a first class's uniform. It doesn't look like a
No,
major's.
you haven't seen the first
Stay
class.
outside.
It's so fucking ugly. It's great. and
I bet.
fucking-
I bet it is. I bet it is. What you do? Let me take notes. Okay, so tell me from beginning to end until you got put in cuffs.
Hold it.
What you doing? It's fine if they hear you. They can't use it
Checking it
against
out.
you. We're supposed to be in a private setting. If they do happen to
Yeah,
hear you,
yeah,
they
no,
can't use it
that's
against
just not how it works. They're literally like, they can't hear me at all, bro. It's not how it works. That's against the law, bro.
you. Yeah. Hey. So what happened?
So is this like kangaroo court or something? Because like
The fuck is kangaroo court?
what we're in right now, man. Apparently.
This is not a court. We're simply negotiating your charges to be either dismissed, dropped,
All right.
or
So, anyways,
I can threaten them with
what
suit.
happened was I was fucking driving my car, and every time I enter certain parts of the city on this server, all right, my game starts to fucking freeze. I don't even have a shitty PC, so I don't even know what the fuck it's all about. But every time I enter certain parts of in the middle of downtown,
Mm-hmm.
my fucking game freezes over and over and over again until I get past that certain point. And that one point was where all those fucking people were. And I crashed into a car, and my game was still freezing, so I can't even like see what's happening. Like, I guess my car's frozen for them too. And then I started to go forward.
Okay. All right. Is that it?
Yeah.
So just to clarify, you were driving. Every time you enter a certain area of the city, your whatever game is freezes over and over. You crash into a car. You couldn't see anything, and then you start going forward and crash into people.
Yep.
Alright. Alrighty. I'll go
Oh,
have a
my
talk
bad.
with
Did you say
them.
something?
Let me get the Bodycam and see what the fuck happened on their side.
Oh.
They sure are blind. That's for sure. Mark, get your fucking little ass over here, bruh.
What's up, man?
Open.
What's up, man?
Open. Open. Did you happen to get a body cam of this?
I do.
You do? Can I watch it?
Of course you can.
Appreciate you. I think you already have my emails. Let me know if you don't. Just DM'd you dot.
I'm trying to get you the clip right now. It's loading.
Alright. While you're at it, tell me what happened on your eyes.
So we're trying to de-escalate a situation that was in front of Fleeca Bank. Something over 2 different gangs going after each other, but nothing too aggressive. I ended up seeing a truck going high rates of speed. Obviously, I didn't clock him, but from my body cam, it does seem like he was going pretty fast. But I know how fast those trucks go. They go a little bit above 60. But in my body cam, I did see that last minute it did make a turn to the right a little bit to come and hit us. He ends up hitting our cruiser, the Jeep, and then starts hitting everybody else. So once he backs up to try and hit us again, that's where I ended up taking out my gun to fire at him because now he was trying to murder not only civilians but an LEO as well.
Okay.
I'll send you the. It's at 41%.
All right.
I'll send that right after.
Acker's not in by any chance, is he?
It's at 74% now.
Alrighty. Acker's not in city right now, is he?
Negative. He actually went to go to sleep like an hour ago.
Oh, bloody hell. Missed him.
What do you need him for?
Subpoenaed his body cam, I'm still waiting on it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask what happened?
They arrested a guy for accessory to murder. He didn't do it. He was flat back by the time they got there. So he didn't shoot the public servants and he got charged with it. The people who did do it and threw grenades at public servants, they just popped. And it's mentioned in the report as well that people popped, but he was arrested for all of those charges. So I'm trying to get their body cams, see what evidence they got on him, get his charges dismissed, you know. Unfortunately, his side, like 90% of these civilians, they don't have a physical body cam on them.
Yeah.
They keep showing me clips, and I'm like, fuck, your side is inadmissible, so now I gotta get the prosecution side, see what their evidence is, and on that basis, I can build up a defense. There we go.
You were
Alright,
former
let me see.
SASP?
Pardon?
Yeah, he used to be a staff sergeant.
Oh.
Pardon?
He used to be a staff sergeant last I remember. Maybe
Broski, I was Tango 10.
Tango
Oh.
10?
Mm-hmm.
Major.
Was this when? Hold up, I'm
I
trying to
was
remember if it was
Tango
made
10
during
for
the
like
gap.
2 months before I resigned.
Oh.
Let me see this.
I don't know why I last remember you as a staff sergeant. My apologies.
Yeah, last time you flew in, you bought a heat cert vehicle and I gave you the money for it, or that was someone else?
That was somebody else.
I don't know.
I buy my own limiteds and I sell shit.
No, it wasn't limited. It was
sell
just
limiteds.
like the dealership. Let me see. Oh, there's a bull down. Oh no, that's a cow.
Yeah, that's a cow. If it's not visible to me.
Okay.
Can I get additional 32s to Fleeca Bank, please? We have a suspect who's down now, but was trying to run us over. Go for it, Captain. Oh, 10-4. Nah, man. That's Commissioner. Intentionally ran into us, bro. Like, there is no way. No way. Then you kept going straight. Then you kept going straight.
Oh, he's talking, but it's not showing on your body cam. Yeah, I was trying to see who the fuck you were talking to.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to tell you. I didn't record in city.
That's alright. I can guess more or less what the fuck he's saying.
Yeah. He was basically talking about the attempted murder of civilians.
Mhm.
I said, yeah, I'm gonna charge you with that, but then after reconsidering that it's not the right charge, I told him multiple times that I'm not gonna charge him with that.
Okay.
What do you mean? You literally ran into us and then I started shooting at you. You were literally
Do you remember what he was saying? Where he said, "What do you mean? You literally ran into us."
Yeah, he said that he was headaching, but clearly he makes a right towards us.
Okay. Yeah, he did also mention to me that when he gets downtown, that area that he starts headaching and shit.
Yeah, but when you headache, you don't automatically make a right like that. I've headache before. No way. But that's the judge's choice. If he wants to proceed that far. Move that way. No, you're not. Get back in your vehicle. Get back in your vehicle.
What was the monkey man doing?
I don't care. What was the what?
The monkey man.
Leave the scene.
There's a
Huh?
monkey
He
man.
just pulled up on you.
Where I have him? Where? Please leave the vicinity. Okay.
There was a guy with a monkey mask and a skeleton.
Oh. A lad, I believe that he is one of his friends.
Okay.
Because he ended up doing the same thing.
Okay.
But then he had popped.
Okay.
Right in front of me. Show me some respect and move out the way. Can I get you oh shit. I lost it. Let you know what your charges are once we get you up and yes, you do.
At what point did you acknowledge his charges to him?
His what?
His charges.
Acknowledge? Like, what do you mean?
Informed him of his charges.
Well, I told him right then and there. I read him his rights. And then I told him. Well, vice versa. I told him before and after. And then that was the whole part where attempted murder of McNally or a civilian. I told him I scratched that once we were in here.
Mhm.
And then that's when he was like, I'm calling a lawyer. I said, you know that you're not getting charged for that one, right? You're only getting charged for reckless driving. He said, I still want a lawyer. I said, okay. And then Mark is the one that said there's vehicular manslaughter, so I added that charge. And you were there for that. Alrighty, sir, you're being under arrest for reckless driving, and attempted murder. Yeah, you see all those people? You literally ran them all over. And I got you on that.
You didn't question him at any point, did you?
No, I did not. I know better.
Let me just.
I even
beginning real quick when he crashed into you.
I even told him to right after I read him his rights, I stopped all questions. I even told my two other partners here not to ask him questions since he asked for a lawyer.
Alright.
Alright.
Usually I try to challenge the charges.
What is going on?
Today I don't feel like it. All I'm gonna do is simply figure out if you've done anything wrong, broke or violated any of his rights, which I don't see any. So That's all I'm checking right now. And then I'll just have a talk with him.
If it's not visible to me. If it's not visible to me.
Alright. Perfect. I'll have a talk with him. I'll be back shortly, alright?
That was a nice conversation that I got to hear.
You heard it all, did you?
Yep.
So, from the Bodycam given to me, which he didn't have to. He gave it to me. He didn't have to, right? If I want to get it, I have to subpoena for the Bodycam. He just gave it to me. From what I can see, you were going straight, then you turned right in a sharp manner. I wouldn't say we have any case where we can argue it out. At least from the visibility of their side is where there's multiple people here, and you just make a right sharp into them. You go backwards, you go forwards, and then they start shooting at you. Now my job here is to ensure that your rights were not violated at any point. Fourth Amendment from 1st to 14th is the most common amendments that we go off of in this city, right? None of them, from what I can see, have been violated. Your due process rights were respected. As far as you being read your rights, they didn't question you at any point after that, did they?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Okay. Were you read your rights, and did you acknowledge them?
That's more stupid than funny, but
I'm pretty sure somebody said something like about my rights, and no, I didn't acknowledge.
Did not acknowledge? Did they say it twice or once?
That bitch is on me, man.
Pretty sure they only said it once.
Okay. Either way, given that you don't recall whether or not they questioned you, and they are telling me that they didn't, and they stopped any kind of questioning or contact with you upon your request to an attorney or counsel, I'd base it off of that you were not questioned. Fifth Amendment rights and Miranda rights on the basis of you being questioned and interrogated. You were not questioned, so there would be no violations done. And if so, if they were to violate that, it would simply suppress any evidences that they do have or any statements made. Under that, it wouldn't really be something we can go off of and be like, okay, lower down his time, I'm sue, you know. With that being said, I do recommend and advise you as your legal counsel to plead guilty to those charges, because to be frankly honest with you, they could have and should have charged you with murder of public servant and public and civilians. They didn't. They only gave you reckless driving and then added vehicular manslaughter later on, which is fine, because if you were to get those charges that I just mentioned, attempted murder, it would have been much more than you already would be getting, right? He did tell you your charges and then proceed to disregard them. I'd say as a defense party, that would be in our favor, so I wouldn't press on it to where I would be like, okay, you're stacking up charges or whatever, because they dismissed charges and replaced them with much less charges, right? Your total time currently would be traffic, felony, or reckless driving, 50 months, 75,000. I'm gonna take notes of that. Which is the act of any individual who drives with disregard for any others' safety and understand the risks of their behavior but drive recklessly anyway. I could actually drop that to negligent driving. Yeah.
Alright.
Because
I heard him say something about
it wasn't really your intention, was it?
I was.
No, it was
I was
not.
just. I was just joking.
I don't know. Wait,
Oh, I could barely hear him though. That's cool though. I like how the walls are sufficient enough where you can actually have a one-on-one.
I understand the risks of the behavior, but drive recklessly in a way.
Yeah, so nobody's gonna hear you scream.
Whoa there, buddy. What you mean it was? Hey yo. Hey yo.
Sorry, it's just your memes are rubbing off on me in a good way though.
Let me see. Alright, I'll try to get down to negligent driving, but it most likely will stay reckless driving. Because the way it looks, that you made a sharp right turn towards and into them, it does occur to any individual with half decent common sense, or at least from their side, that it was intentional and you understood the circumstances, the consequences of your actions.
Okay.
So with that being said, you currently will get 150 months and 225,000 fine. Now I'll get the time down, but the fine always stays. We can't touch the fine. They can't either.
Alright.
They don't have the authority to touch the fine either. Alright. So, would you like to plead guilty to those 2 charges, given the circumstances that I've explained to you?
If I didn't, what would happen?
If you didn't and you pled not guilty, you'd get the charges. You'd get 150 months. You'd get the full fine. If you did plead guilty, I could say he's pleading guilty. Can you lower down his time? If you don't plead guilty, then there's no deal, and they will just simply send you up for 150, and then you can fight it in court. If you could fight it in court.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna plead not guilty.
Not guilty. All right. Full months 150 and 225,000. I believe my math might not be mathing. Yeah, I think it is.
Right. But we're taking it to trial though.
Yeah.
So all of those are gonna get dropped.
You'll still have to spend the time. It's just that in court, when you fight it, then they'll pay you back with money for the time that you've spent. You wouldn't get the time back. You'd still have to
I'm confused.
spend the time.
That doesn't make any sense.
So you plead not guilty, they still send you for 150, you spend the 150 time, and then once you come out, you reach out to a lawyer, and then you fight it in
Okay,
court.
so this is kangaroo court.
I'm not quite
So
sure.
this is actual kangaroo court. Okay, so basically what you're telling me is if I want to take it to trial, I'm gonna just go to jail.
You will be going to jail either you plead guilty or not guilty. The matter
How
is...
does that make any sense, though? There's supposed to be a trial. It's innocent until proven guilty, not the other way around.
Of course, but this is how the Department of Justice works here, at least. And we only have one judge, you know. So you'd be pleading not guilty, and then they'll send you up for 150 full. And then what you gotta do is, if you do try to, you know, so there's this template that is for not guilty, right? It's, you fill it out and you plead not guilty, and then if you do win, you get those charges dismissed, and you get money in exchange for the time that you've spent. So you'll be sent either way.
Okay.
It's just a matter of, if you win the court, you get money for it, or if you plead guilty here, they'll lower down the time, or we can negotiate it down.
Right, but I still have to sit in jail. Like, that doesn't make any sense, though.
The thing is, right, 150 months is not nearly enough time for us to fill out a template, get with the judge schedule a trial, so you'll just be sent. You gotta spend it. Because obviously, like in head speaking, let's say it takes 2 months to get a trial scheduled, right? And you get sentenced with 6 months. So then you will get 4 months off of what you've spent, right? But here, it's like 150 months. In head speaking, that is 150 minutes, which is around 2 hours, right? 2 hours is not merely enough for me to get with a judge, schedule a time, or even meet with them to where now we can fight it, you know? So you just gotta spend it, and then they pay you back if you were not guilty and you're getting the charges dismissed.
Okay.
It's the matter of just like the duration of it doesn't really match with the process that it will take. So what will your final decision be? Get it negotiated
Not
down
guilty.
here, since I have context and I know all these 3 people. I can probably get it down to let me see. I can lower it down to 100, or you could fight it in court and maybe win, maybe not.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna fight it in court.
Alright, perfect. I do not recommend getting me because I'm not really a defense attorney. I'm more so a business versus like defense. I mean, like in court speaking. I don't really have court experience. I would direct you to my seniors. CJ, he's Associate Attorney General, and Jin, he happens to be a very senior attorney that I know, or Bobby Boucher, or Adeline Gambino. One of those 4 people are who I would trust you to go to fight it
Okay.
in court. Right. So I'll let them know not guilty, 150, 225 months. All right, 225,000.
Yep.
All right. Hello. Please open the door, please. Sir, please open the door. Mark. Holiday. Yo. You blind fucks. Blind fucks. I've discussed
Alright, man.
the process and the path that one would go in the Department of Justice in this city. He has decided to not plead guilty and proceed with not guilty plead within the court of law.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So you can do whatever you gotta do, process him and whatever.
I believe.
Oh, I
Mark,
need
if
his
I'm not-
name. I just remembered.
It
Hey,
is
JJ, question.
What's up?
Martin.
Is this one of your,
Heymeeyer.
de jure? No, it's not de jure. What the fuck's the term for it? One of your free cases?
One of my first cases?
Free cases.
Oh, pro bono?
Yeah, pro bono.
Yeah,
that's
this
the word.
is I'll count it as a pro bono.
You guys still gotta do, like, how many of them a month?
10.
10.
They there was no mandatory requirements, but then he changed his mind. Calix changed his mind and made it 10 per month. It's not
So
that
just
much.
use it
It's
to get
10
by.
per month, right?
Okay.
And then you will get paid for pro bonos. Apparently, he'll pay us or something. But yeah, we gotta do 10 per each month or more, or we'll get disbarred. This will be my 10th, even though I had a few more. He deleted those because. So essentially, we had like a channel for pro bono, and everyone would post in it. He changed it to like personal Jae Jayson's pro bono, this person's pro bono. So now I have 10 in the Jae Jayson pro bono, and then I have around 6 done in like the public